Look at me carefully. The most dangerous man in the room is not the loudest one. He is not the one who argues the most. He is not the one who reacts the fastest. The most dangerous man is the one who can remain completely still while everyone else loses control. And if you misunderstand that, you will spend your life mistaking noise for strength. In the Shaolin tradition, stillness is not passive. It is not laziness. It is not fear. Stillness is containment of power. When a Shaolin monk stands in silence, he is not empty. He is observing. He is calculating. He is regulating his breath. He is controlling the impulse to react. That control is called self-mastery. Let me ask you something directly. When someone disrespects you, what happens inside your body? Your chest tightens. Your jaw clenches. Your voice wants to rise. That surge you feel is energy. Most men let it explode outward. A trained man contains it. In Shaolin psychology, we understand something very clearly. Impulse is natural. Reaction is optional. Stillness is the space between stimulus and response. And in that space, power lives. You think the man who shouts first is strong, but he is being controlled by the outside world. Every insult moves him. Every inconvenience shakes him. Every frustration owns him. That is not strength. That is slavery to emotion. Stillness is different. When you are still, you see clearly. When you are still, you hear what others miss. When you are still, you decide instead of react. In combat training, we are taught to hold our stance until the legs tremble. Not because pain is impressive, but because control must override discomfort. The same applies to your life. When anger rises and you choose not to explode, you sharpen authority over yourself. When fear appears and you choose not to panic, you build internal stability. When chaos surrounds you and you remain composed, you become the anchor. This is psychological dominance, not over others, but over yourself. Most men misunderstand calmness. They believe if they do not react immediately, they appear weak. So they speak quickly. They argue loudly. They defend constantly. But observe true masters, whether in martial arts, leadership, or negotiation. They pause. They breathe. They let silence stretch. Silence unsettles undisciplined people because it forces them to confront themselves. Stillness is not emptiness. It is pressure without movement. In Shaolin philosophy, we train something called inner structure. Outer structure is your posture. Inner structure is your emotional stability. You can have a muscular body and still be fragile inside. But when your inner structure is strong, nothing easily penetrates you. Someone criticizes you? You evaluate instead of reacting. Someone provokes you? You measure instead of exploding. Someone challenges you? You respond, not from ego, but from clarity. That is weaponized stillness. Understand this clearly. Stillness does not mean you never act. It means when you act, it is deliberate. A tiger before it strikes does not scream. It becomes still. That stillness is focus. That stillness is alignment. That stillness is stored force. The same applies to you. When you wake up early instead of scrolling your phone, that is stillness defeating distraction. When you listen fully instead of interrupting, that is stillness defeating ego. When you remain composed in an argument, that is stillness defeating chaos. Each of those moments strengthens your command over yourself. And command over yourself is real power, not dominance over others, not intimidation, not aggression, mastery over your own mind. Here is the truth most people do not want to hear. If you cannot sit alone in silence without reaching for stimulation, you are not in control. If you cannot regulate your tone when emotional, you are not in control. If you cannot delay gratification, you are not in control. And if you are not in control of yourself, you are not powerful, no matter how loud you are. Stillness is the training ground of discipline. It teaches you to observe thoughts without obeying them. It teaches you to feel emotion without being ruled by it. It teaches you to wait without weakening. This is why monks meditate, not to escape reality, but to sharpen perception. When you practice stillness daily, even for a few minutes, something changes. Your reactions slow down. Your decisions become cleaner. Your presence becomes heavier. People feel it. They may not understand it, but they feel it. Because composure signals strength. And strength without noise is intimidating in the right way. Let me challenge you now. The next time you feel provoked, do not rush to respond. Pause. Breathe slowly. Let the other person reveal themselves completely. Hold your ground internally. You will notice something powerful. The situation will not control you. You will control the situation. That is the weapon. Stillness gives you choice, and choice gives you authority. If this message resonates with you, do not just nod and move on. Practice it today, in conversation, in frustration, in temptation. Train it, because this channel exists for one reason, not to entertain you, but to discipline your mind. If you are ready to become the man who cannot be shaken, who cannot be manipulated, who cannot be provoked into weakness, stay here, train here, subscribe, because stillness is not weakness. It is a weapon, and mastery begins the moment you decide to wield it.